Hello students, welcome for today's session. So in today's session we are going to see how we can change the background color. Okay, so we are going to start with notepad. Alright, so I'm going to start with my root element HTML followed by the head tag, style, style tag I'm going to use text or CSS. Alright, and then I'm going to use the div tag. I'm going to apply it for div. So height, I want the height to be 200 pixels. Okay, so all this you need not by heart, you can give your own values. Line height, okay, is going to be again 200 pixels. Color, white. Text, so all these are attributes. All right, text align, center, padding, left. I'm so sorry, there's some pop-up which keeps appearing. Padding left 20 pixels. All right, and padding right also 20 pixels, and then I'm going to close the style tag. So what I have done, I have set certain attributes such as height, light, width, color, text align. So all these attributes I have set. All right, then I'm going to close the head tag. Start with body. On click, so when I click, what should happen? Change color of this refers to the current element. Okay, style is equal to background color red. Okay, so on click I should go to the function change color. I have not defined the function yet, I will define it. Okay, so I'm going to write one sentence. Tap me to change my color. Tap me to change my color. All right, going to close the division tag. Then I'm going to write the JavaScript for this. I need to write the function right to change the color. So I'm going to start with the script. I say function, the name of the function is there already, change color. So the same one I'm going to define, change color element. Okay, I'm going to take one variable to store the current color of the element. So I give the name of the variable as current color. Okay, is equal to element dot style dot background color. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fetch the current background color of the element, and that color I'm going to store it into the variable called as current color. Okay, then see what I'm trying to do. If my current color is equal to red, then what I'm going to do, element dot style dot background color is equal to green. If it is red, then I'm going to set it to green. Okay, now what if it is not red? Then I need to set it to red. So else element dot style dot background color is equal to red. So if it is not red, I want it to be set to color red, and then I close the script tag, body, and then the HTML tag. So what I have done, there is a line which says tap me to change my color. First, what I'm going to do in the function, I'm trying to fetch the current background color. So if it is not red, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it to red, and if the color is red, I'm going to set it to green. So I click on save. I save it as div.html. This is my program. I say open with Google Chrome. Just 2 minutes. We will wait for the page to load. Okay. So see, background color is currently set to red, and then we have a sentence which says tap me to change my color. So why we have used the div tag? Div tag gives us a division. Okay, so can you see there is a small width which is in color white. So all this is about the padding, left padding, right padding. Okay, now when I click on this, can you see the color is changed to green? First it is red. Now when I click, it is changed to green. The background is changed to green. Do you want to see it once again? See, I'm going to refresh it. I will refresh the page. First it is red, and then I click on it, it is changed to the green color. But what if the background is actually not red? Okay, if there's some other color. So that how I'm going to do is I'll do certain modifications over here. Okay, here this background I will set it to pink. Okay, and then I click on save, and then I open the same file, and then I click on refresh. So what do you observe? Previously the background color was set to red, and then when I clicked on that tap me to change my color, it changed to green. But now what is happening? The background color is pink color. Okay, and what is going to happen if the background color is not red? It is going to be set to red color. So now first the background color is pink. I'm going to click it. Did you observe the color is changed to red? So this is how you can change the background color. So students, now we are going to see a JavaScript program, so that when we click on a button, it is going to generate the headings. So you all know that in HTML we have 6 standard headings, H1 to H6. So it is going to display the headings H1 to H6, but you need not use the H1 to H6 tags individually. We are going to make use of the for loop for printing the headings. So we'll see how to write the program for that. We'll start with Notepad, my root element, HTML, body, and then paragraph, and I say click the button to loop from 1 to 6 to make HTML headings. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, from 1 to 6 all the HTML headings are going to be printed, but without using the H1 tag, like how you do this normally, right? Without using that, you're going to make use of the for loop. So I'm going to create a button now. So I say button on click is equal to, I'm going to give a function name. So I write my function. Okay, so this function should be executed. Click me, and then I close the button tag. So what does a button tag do? It is going to create one clickable button. I'm going to start with script, and then I'm going to define the function, my function. All right, and then I say variable x is equal to I. Okay, I'm giving the value for x is equal to blank, and then 2 variables I have defined. Okay, then I'm going to start with the for loop. I say for I is equal to 1, I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 6, I plus plus. So the for loop has initialization, condition, and then increment or decrement. So what do I want to do? I want to print the value. So I'm going to write x is equal to x plus, okay, this is the heading, concatenate it with I, and then I write it as heading. Again concatenate it with I, close the heading tag, again concatenate it with I, okay, and then close the heading tag. So what I've done, x is equal to x plus, I've used the concatenation operator. Alright, just I'm going to change it to this, okay, and then I write document dot get element by id, which element, demo, okay, and then dot inner html, inner html is equal to x. Close this, close the script tag, body tag, and then the html tag. Okay, so this was about the headings, how you are going to use the for loop. I'm going to write it as hdd dot html, save it as all files. Okay, so this is paragraph id is equal to demo, and then I close the paragraph. Click on save. This is my file. I say open with Google Chrome. Okay, so what it says, click the button to loop from 1 to 6 to make HTML heading. So when I click on the button, you can find 1 to 6 the headings are being displayed using the for loop. So we'll continue in the next session. Thank you, students.